Chapter 13 Night Blooming Cereus. Turtle turned out to be resilient and was talking again within a few weeks. Taylor, Turtle, and the social worker named Cynthia start meeting on a regular basis. During their third session, Cynthia informs Taylor that in the course of the police investigation, it was discovered that Taylor has no legal claim to Turtle. Afterwards, Taylor acts as if fighting for Turtle is a lost cause, which infuriates Luann. After a conversation with Maddie, Taylor decides to set up a meeting with Cynthia alone. Cynthia explained that proof of abandonment would be nearly impossible. During their conversation, Taylor is shocked to learn that Cynthia actually wants to help Taylor and that she would rather see Turtle with Taylor and not in a state home. At the end of their visit, Cynthia gets a note to Taylor with the name of someone in Oklahoma City that might be able to help her get legal custody of Turtle. Taylor decides that she's going to drive Esperanza and Estevan to a safe house in Oklahoma, and while she's there, she's going to look for Turtle's relatives. Taylor, Estevan, and Esperanza were all taking a big risk in doing this. Taylor could face jail time and fines, and Estevan and Esperanza could be deported if caught. The night before Taylor is supposed to leave, Virgie May comes to the door and asks the girls to wake up the children. Virgie May and Edna have a plant called a night blooming cereus that only blooms at night and only blooms once a year. Luann said it looked heavenly and smelled sweet like candy. They said it was a sign of something good. At the end of the chapter, Esperanza, Estevan, Taylor, and Turtle get on the road, heading toward their destination. Chapter 14 Guardian Saints. Taylor, Esperanza, Estevan, and Turtle are on the road. About 100 miles into the trip, they're stopped by immigration. It was a routine stop and everything went smoothly. As they drove, Estevan and Taylor talked a lot. Esperanza sang to Turtle, and Turtle eventually fell asleep with her head on Esperanza's lap. Taylor did all the driving since she was the only one with a driver's license. Finally, the group reached the Broken Arrow Motor Lodge, where Taylor had worked earlier in the novel. Irene was thrilled to see Turtle and Taylor, and she fed the whole bunch a pot roast with onions and potatoes. The next morning, Estevan and Esperanza decide to stay with Taylor for moral support in her quest to find Turtle's family. As they drove, Taylor finally found the bar where Turtle was given to her. Taylor was so nervous, but with everyone's help, she found the courage to go inside. Taylor learns that the bar is under new ownership, and she learns of no information that will help her in her search for Turtle's family. Taylor got back to the car feeling hopeless, but she claimed, "I can't give up." She wanted to go to the Lake of the Cherokees. She asked Esperanza and Estevan if they wanted to join her. She said they could picnic by the lake, stay in a cabin, and have a little vacation. They all decided that that is just what they do, since none of them had ever been on a vacation.